An accused school shooter returns to court as young people take to the streets in Plantation, in Washington, and in Los Angeles to demand change.
If you're a politician that takes money from the NRA or any special interest group that supports relaxing gun legislation to allow the murder of these children, you're an awful person, and I demand your immediate resignation.
Tonight, anger turns to action following the deadly school shooting.
And we'll have much more on the protest and calls for gun control in just a few minutes. First, though, new information on the investigation and court proceedings today.
CNN is reporting that Nikolas Cruz obtained at least 10 firearms in the last year. CNN says all of them were rifles because he could not legally buy a handgun due to his age.
Governor Rick Scott is demanding the FBI release all the details about its failure to investigate a tip about Nikolas Cruz.
Meantime, the incoming Senate president says lawmakers are preparing a sweeping package of legislation, including new age restrictions for gun purchases and a ban on bump stocks.
All of this coming on a day when 3 court hearings were held, including one attended by Nikolas Cruz. That's where we begin our team coverage with CBS 4's Joan Murray. Joan.
Well, at least we got some insight today into what was going on in Cruz's life more than a year before this whole tragedy unfolded. Now, one of the hearings was held this morning. Prosecutors said they didn't get enough notice, so it was moved to the afternoon, and that is when we saw Nikolas Cruz surrounded by a half a dozen Broward deputies, and there were at least a half dozen more in the courtroom.
His hands shackled and dressed in a high-security jumpsuit, Nikolas Cruz kept his head down for his entire court hearing. It's the first time we've seen the accused gunman since his arrest on 17 counts of premeditated murder, after investigators say he stormed into Stoneman Douglas High School Valentine's Day and opened fire with an assault rifle.
I have reviewed these materials thoroughly, and they deal solely with the public defender's office having access to their own client's person while in the Broward County Jail.
Cruz was not in the hearing that followed, and his public defender team said they'll keep him out of court as much as possible. A judge ruling the Department of Children and Families can release a report on their involvement with Cruz in late 2016, when someone called their hotline to say Cruz was acting erratically.
The reports themselves classify Nikolas Cruz as a vulnerable adult due to mental illness, specifically due to depression, ADHD, which would be attention deficit with hyperactivity disorder, autism, and that he was taking medication as a result of these issues.
Neither his attorneys nor the state prosecution team objected to the release of the documents, which cleared Cruz's now deceased adoptive mother of any suggestion she was neglectful or abusive.
Well, we know that this is a very high profile and very difficult and sad, tragic case that has impacted our community greatly. And with the one single interaction we've had with the individual, we wanted to be able to provide the information to the public so they would know what had transpired.
So that was the only interaction DCF had with Cruz. As the judge pointed out, we have an idea what was going on 15 months ago, but no DCF records from just before this shooting. We'll have much more in these documents. Now, DCF says they'll have them out later today. We have not seen them just yet. In Fort Lauderdale, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.